Did you know that only 16% of the world's population owns their own business? Hi, I'm Braden, and I'm one of those 84% that don't own their own business, yet I've always had the passion for it. What interests me is that you don't even need an MBA, which ultimately is a Master of Business Administration, which means that you don't even have to go to college or necessarily even need a high school degree to do it. My essential question was how to run a successful business, and I spent my semester studying and shadowing with various business owners how to do it and how they did it. I've always wanted to know why more people don't become self-made, as entrepreneurship is growing rather quickly, especially in the last decade. It takes a lot of risk, but with time and effort it pays off, and that's what I've learned to see when shadowing other people. And while researching, it takes an average of 18 to 24 months for a business to turn to profit. Business falls relatively personal to me, as I've grown up with parents who are entrepreneurs and run their own business. And what I've seen is the benefits they've gotten. My stepdad, for instance, who married my mom like 3 or 4 years ago, runs his own company in Boston called Cityscapes. And what I learned from that is that he would go to work early, and they were always available. They get to make their own hours and do as they please. While researching, I've learned you need to live for your business. My parents devoted their life before having kids to their business, which later paid off because they ended up having kids and a business. You also got to manage your money and finances, because that's the most important part. For instance, capital. You can't run out of that or else you go bankrupt. And you need a diverse workforce. You can't necessarily hire people that are just like you. You got to hire people that can cover all aspects, such as the office jobs or the physical labor. My stepdad's company, for instance, hires all aspects because they have office workers, they have manual labor, they have frontline, and they have all the other people. Those are various jobs that we did. That one was on a roof in Boston. That one, I think, was in Lawrence, Mass, and I don't remember where that one was. And taking the benefits into account while researching, I learned that every business I saw had to offer benefits like bonuses, paid time off, and health insurance, which they have to factor into their finances. All of them taught me that you cannot spend more than what you make, which can result in bankruptcy, which is what they didn't do. They didn't take more money than they could afford, and they kept reinvesting it into their business. While volunteering, I'd go to job sites with my stepdad in Boston, where I did those jobs that I just showed. I'd work with my mom, placing special orders in stock for her business right in Concord, or even emailing various vendors on her behalf. I'd also meet with my mom's bookkeeper to get some insight on behind the scenes for business, as she's the one that does the office work and I don't know how to do any of the numbers. Now, what I also did locally in Bow is I shadowed the owner of Mitchell's Salsa. And that was cool because my grandfather is his accountant, so I can learn from that. But what I've also learned is that he built that from the ground up, basically doing everything by hand and building it up to somewhat automated and a huge business, which is fairly well known. I learned it takes a lot of work and dedication. No business owner has mastered the art of business, but there is always more to learn, as no business is ever fully done. Every business person that I've talked to still doesn't consider themselves at max capacity or done growing, but for that reason I aspire to be in business. Thank you. Oh, questions?
What is your favorite job you did?
With my stepdad down in Boston.
Nice.
Rachel.
Putting green roofs on? Or what?
So their business, they do like live plant walls and like whatnot. So basically at Christmas time, like all the greenery you'll see down in Boston, his company takes care of that. And they'll do jobs in like other places like Minnesota, like live walls in like the TD Garden. That's what they do. Jake,
Is that something you want to go into if you started your own business, or would you want to do something else?
something else.
Do you know what you want to do, Braden?
I think I want to do something along the lines of finances, not building like plant walls.
Excellent. Thank you, hon.
Thank you.